Right, you dang old jokers. Sergeant Hall here. Y'all need to take a seat. Listen up right quick. This is going to be Sergeant Hall's History of the World. Now, back in the beginning, there was God. He was dang old sitting up in heaven, kind of bored. You know, this is 500, maybe even 1,000 years ago. So he decided he was going to create the dang old Earth. Now, Earth was a magnificent planet. It looked beautiful from up there in the dang old sky where God was. And he decided he was going to make a beautiful country inside Earth. And he decided to name that country America. America was destined to be the greatest country in the world, so he decided to make all kinds of critters to fill up that country. Critters like the bald eagle. That's the one thing that flies in the sky that air defense artillery won't shoot down. He also decided he was going to make dang old horses. Look at that little joker right there next to that big old sucker, man. That dang old look funny next to him. Oh, of course he made the Dukes of Hazzard. Now, them dang old Duke boys caused Boss Hogg a whole heap of trouble, and ooh-wee daisy, we won't even go there as dang old EO violation, tell you what. God also created girls' track and field. Greatest dang old sport that our nation, our world ever did see. My daughter is so fast, man, I would tell you my daughter could smoke you around this track. My daughter's even faster than people that come all the way from Kenya. Dang old Kenyans, now they're from South America. And considering how far away South America is, I believe that makes my daughter a dang old world-class runner. Oh, back to the history. Sorry, I'm getting off track here. Now, first, God created Rome. Dang old beautiful country. They invented toga parties and getting drunk off wine and dang old pizza and funny mustaches. Then came England. Look at that joker right there, man. It's their dang old king, and he's wearing women's breeches. Look at him in his pantaloons and such. And then God got smart, and he decided he was going to invent George Washington. Now, George Washington was by far the greatest American that ever lived. He single-handedly killed every single redcoat on the continent with his bare dang old hands. After that, he went on to make friends with half the Indians, dang old killed the other half. From there, he moved on to found the greatest city in the world, dang old George Washington City. Now in Washington, that's where the White House is, and that's where George W. Bush himself lived. Dang, that's all you need to know about the history of the world. Sergeant Hall. Be prepared for history of the world, according to Sergeant Byrd. In the beginning, God created a wussy, inefficient world that was destined for destruction. God was like, what do you think, Sergeant Byrd? What do you think of that Earth? And I told him, that's all jacked up. You better fix that. So God made the first good decision, decided to make a giant explosion. From there, with a little bit of my direction, God made a badass Earth. An Earth that was prepared to destroy all other Earths. And for that badass Earth, he made all kinds of bullets, all shapes and sizes, to kill all types of people. And for those bullets, he made all types of guns to load those bullets into and kill all kinds of people. And then he made all kinds of bombs so he could drop all over the Earth, basically to kill all kinds of people. Then, got bored of all the peace that was around and decided to use his inventions for war. There's all kinds of wars throughout history. There were big wars, there were smaller wars, there were revolutionary wars, civil wars, world wars. World War II, that was a great one. There were wars in the snow, wars in the tropics, wars in the deserts. There are wars going on today, and for the future, Star Wars. We can all look forward to the final war, which we like to call Armageddon. That's when it's really on. Now God, he also had kind of a sense of humor. He liked to make funny things. That's why God invented football, all-American sport, wrestling, manly sport, and Harley-Davidson motorcycles so we could ride from our wars to wrestling practice. I'm Sergeant Byrd. Alright. Everybody needs to take their seats and shut up. In the beginning, God decided he was going to create a more magnificent place than anywhere else in the world, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Now, he also created a world around Massachusetts that was far less interesting or important. Now, inside Massachusetts, he made 4 magnificent beasts. The first one is the Boston Bruin. Then, the New England Patriot. After that, he created the Boston Celtic. That is a picture of Kevin Garnett himself. From there, he created the almighty Bo Sox. Now, God in all his wisdom set it up so that there would be an evil to contrast the good. But we all know in the end, the mighty Bo Sox will slay the Yankees, and good will take over the earth. This is destiny. Now, God also created a state full of retards, known as California. Californians think they're important because all media, culture, agriculture, and the greatest economy in America is here, but if they had any idea how important Massachusetts was, they wouldn't be saying such stupid things. Did I ever tell you where I'm from? I am from Germany. I come from a long, proud line of Germans. In fact, my mother, she could cast a spell on you from the woods in Germany. She once turned a young man in my neighborhood to a cabbage. Oh yes, I taught German back at West Point. We say, Wo ich kaufe Lederhosen kann, das vom Rillen Schnurrbarther gebildet wird. Look it up. Oh wait, was I talking about myself again? I have a tendency to go off topic and just talk about myself. Now here's Benjamin Franklin, famous Bostonian, greatest patriot ever. Samuel Adams, greatest brewer ever. JFK, also from Boston. Aerosmith, bet you didn't know they were from Boston. Marky Mark, greatest abs from Boston. The Dalai Lama himself is also from Boston. And of course, the Predator was born in Boston. One day, we'll all be united underneath the Red Sox in one nation. It will be wicked pisser, and if you don't believe that, then you are smoking crack.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner.